Mr. Transformers 96 here with another video review. This time we have the Star Wars The Force Awakens Epic Battles Captain Phasma. So yeah. So overall, this is the type of figure that I would never usually buy. However, this one did catch my eye. Before we go into the actual figure, let's go over the packaging. It's this really standard, kind of crappy packaging. It's just a simple rectangle. You can see the cardboard at the top there. The figure isn't held in a plastic case or anything. It's just in the box with some very cheap kind of ties just holding it to the back of the package there. Got a big Toys R Us exclusive sticker on some nice artwork of Captain Phasma on the bottom, as well as on the side there and on the back as well, and a little description. So overall, really don't like this packaging. It's obviously for kids, you know, there's not much work that's gone into it, or it's not very collector friendly, where only you can see just part of the figure, you know, you can't even see the full thing either. So overall, not a great package, and definitely you know, this would have been the type of figure that I kept mint, but because the package looks so bad, I decided to open it. So overall, this was a figure that I did want to get purely because of the paint. Overall, you know, this is obviously more of a child's line from Star Wars, you know. While the others can be interchangeable with children or adults, but this line really does just cater to the children. It's big, you know, to eye catch the parents to buy that for them. It's cheap too. It's only I think this retails for like $18. I paid $20 for it though at Toys R Us. Toys R Us has seemed to bring up their prices on everything for the release of Star Wars and for Christmas. So overall, I think that I did overpay a smidge, but nothing too bad. Overall, though, I really actually like this figure. I think it's quite nice, and purely because of the paint, it's a nice representation of Captain Phasma. As you can see, I'd recommend taking a close look at the paint, though, because there can be quality control issues. Like I said, this is just a kind of cheap toy, so there can definitely be some quality control issues. As you can see, there's some paint kind of rubbing on the lower part of the chin, and there's even some kind of dents in the plastic almost. Definitely something to look out for. There were like 5 of these on the shelf, and this is by far the best looking one. So I've seen some with some really bad scuffs all on the face and everything like that. So I would watch out for that. Overall, though, pretty nice. You do have some paint mess up where you have some black where the chrome or silver should be on the shoe there. Yeah, so overall, I actually really love the design of the cape. I think that it's textured really nicely, and it actually looks like kind of like a leather fabric. Although it's a soft rubber plastic, but it is kind of hard, so there's not much manipulation that you can do. Overall, just give you a look at the texture on the inside as well. Very cool. Do like it a lot, and it does drape over her shoulder quite nicely. As you can see, it is just a loose fitting piece, so you can, if you pop off the head, you could take off the cape. And overall, the figure's design in general is quite nice. She is kind of sculpted so that one leg is supposed to be out and bent a little bit more. Both of the arms are kind of bent, which is nice. I've seen some figures in this scale that are just so terrible, where their limbs are all completely straight out, you know. They don't have a natural look in the slightest. Luckily, this one does have a natural stance to her, which is quite nice, and they didn't go all full, you know, plank type of pose there. So overall, they did try to give her some contrapposta, you know, just so that she looks like she is, you know, in a relaxed stance, which is nice. Overall, articulation is pretty bad. You've got a ball-jointed head, which actually works super well. I mean, she can look up a great deal. She can look down a bit, and really tilt the head. You can do whatever with the head. So head articulation is great. Then you have swivel shoulders and swivel hips. And then you do have swivel wrists as well. So overall, the standard kind of crappy articulation. It's actually, to be honest, it's more articulation than the 3 3/4 inch version has, which is just crazy. She does come with her gun. It's sculpted and painted quite nicely as well. And I have it kind of loosely put in her hand. If you do like completely put it in her hand where the finger's over the trigger finger, or sorry, the trigger finger is over the trigger, she kind of, you know, has it positioned like this, which is very strange. It's at a severe angle, which just does not look good. So overall, I do like to just kind of gently put it in her hand so that it is more straightened out, so rather than having it completely curved to one side. Let's see if I can do this. There we go. Something like that. Obviously, as you can see, that looks quite nice. So, overall, I love the shiny silver that they've used. It's not quite a chrome, but it is an extremely shiny and metallic silver, which is really nice. And it is kind of the closest painted Captain Phasma that we have to the chrome that's in the movie. Obviously, with the Black Series, Elite Series, and Trinity Orange versions, they've all went with a silver instead of a chrome. The only one that seemed to gone with that went with a chrome is the Hot Toys one, which I am getting, of course, and then there is the Figure Arts one that also went with a silver. So this is one of the shiniest Captain Phasmas on the market, if not the shiniest version. So overall, it's a really nice figure. You know, not one that I'm going to like display on my shelf just because it's just so out of scale from anything that I have. But it will look it's a great desk piece. I love putting it on my desk and just looking at it while I'm on the computer. It's a nice little you know, kind of figure. It's totally not necessary, but it is a nice figure. And I think that she will actually look nice posed with some stormtroopers behind her from Hot Toys, because she is actually in that scale, you know. So when I do get my stormtroopers in from Hot Toys, I will take a picture with Captain Phasma in front of them, and I think that will look kind of nice, just as a quick, you know, just for photos. It will be kind of nice because she is in scale with them. Overall, really nicely painted figure, but it is just a cheap child's toy. So I would recommend it if you do like the color of it, because the shine is quite nice compared to the other Captain Phasmas that we have. So there you go. That's my review of the Star Wars: The Force Awakens Epic Battles Captain Phasma. Thanks so much for watching.